Yo, oh, what is going on, Knicks fans? It's game day, baby. I'm pumped up. Knicks playoff basketball tips off tonight in an hour, actually, against the Detroit Pistons. I wish I was going tonight, but I'm not. I just got home from my vacation this morning, and now we're back because the Knicks are taking on the Detroit Pistons. And I am so fired up right now. Knicks fans, let me know how you're feeling right now in the chat. Much appreciated. Everybody tuning in live on YouTube, live on X at the same time as the first game of this 7-game series in round number 1 starts now. Can you guys hear me? Mic check, mic check, mic check. Can you guys hear me fine? Mic check, mic check. Hopefully you guys can hear me good. Someone said my voice is bad. You guys make sure it's coming in good. Lauren says the Knicks are winning tonight. That's the vibes. Hi, what's up? Voice is bad. Kelvin, make sure. Is my voice coming in better? Is the voice coming in better? We need to make sure the audio is coming in clean, all right? So somebody please inform me in the chat that the voice is coming in clean. Let me put the headphones on to make sure the audio is coming in. I appreciate you guys. Now, there's a lot I want to talk about tonight for the matchup. The Kade Cunningham-led Detroit Pistons, and you're seeing a nice highlight reel from, of course, the legend, the GOAT on X. IQ for 3, my boy Teg, with this awesome little montage of the Knicks and the Pistons regular season games so far. So I'm excited about this. I think there's a lot of momentum behind the Knicks. Heading into this series, the Knicks are heavy favorites for a reason, and I got a lot of confidence that they will take care of business starting tonight, okay, at MSG. Do we have anybody in the chat that's going to the game? Anybody in the chat that's going to the game, let me know right now. If you're on your way to the Garden, maybe you're already there because we have an hour before tip-off, all right? So there's a lot. There's a lot to talk about. Make sure you smash a like button on your way into the show. We already had a full playoff game be completed. The Indiana Pacers defeated the Milwaukee Bucks. Today, right now, we have the Denver Nuggets taking on the Los Angeles Clippers. They're at halftime, 53-49 Nuggets as we're live right now. And I think at the end of the day, this Knicks team has a chance to get past the Detroit Pistons. And listen, I don't want to look past the Pistons and already look forward to the round 2 of the NBA playoffs when we haven't even got through the first round. That's not respectful, I think, to our opponent, Detroit. So I think Knicks fans, let's stay present. Let's stay focused as a fan base. And the way I look at it is this. When you're a favorite like the Knicks are, when you have home court advantage, it's very important to win that first game. Game 1 is where you set the standard. You see what the Indiana Pacers did at home? That's how you set the standard for the series. And I think that the Knicks having home court advantage, you must win game 1 and 2. You have to win the first 2 games to solidify home court. Because I always remind people, if you are an away team in a playoff series and you can steal one of the first 2 games on the road, then home court flips in your favor. So the Knicks got to avoid that and play to their P's and Q's, play to what their strengths are. And I think what the Knicks have to do is play fast, play within the structure of the offense, play with each other, feed off one another. Because remember when the Knicks were entering that flow state at one point of the season when everybody was just dishing and cutting back door and everything was going smooth with this Knicks team? Like, we need to get back into that rhythm. And I think it's very important for the Knicks to get off to a fast start in this game. Really is. And let's also not forget that we're home, so we have to feed off that awesome Madison Square Garden crowd that I hope the Knicks faithful will be there and take care of it. I wish I was going to be there tonight, but I was unable to get any tickets. My boy James Baker's in the chat. My guy Richie, let's go, man. Gideon's in the chat. Let's take care of business, MSG, and get home W's. Absolutely. Let's go. I'm going to the Mets game tomorrow. Awesome. Absolutely love that. Shout out to everybody tuning into the chat. Don't forget to hit the like button, baby, because it is game day. The Knicks playoffs is back, baby. Woo! Can we all take a second and appreciate the fact that the Knicks are just in the playoffs every year now, and it's become a routine now for the Knicks. You guys remember, what was it, 7, 8 years straight with no playoffs at all, and now we're just in the playoffs every year? That feels good, man. But I'm not satisfied. We want playoff success. We don't want to just show up and get our participation trophy. We want to make our presence be known. I'm excited to see one player individually tonight make his Knicks playoff debut, and that's Karl-Anthony Towns. We know what JB is going to do. We know what the captain does, but who is Karl-Anthony Towns in the NBA playoffs for the New York Knicks? I'm excited to see that. We saw OG in the playoffs with the Knicks last year play very well. We saw Josh Hart in the playoffs play very well. But who is going to be the guy? Is it Karl-Anthony Towns making his Knicks playoff debut, going to come out there and make his presence be known? Because we need physicality. We need this Knicks basketball team to level it all up, to go out there and make their presence be heard early and often. And I'm looking at Big Cat to have a big game tonight. Now, another player that's making his Knicks playoff debut is Mikal Bridges, right? He has a lot of playoff experience in his career with the Phoenix Suns, not so much with Brooklyn, of course. But who is he going to be with the Knicks? And I think the starting five with this Knicks team, they got to play all together early and often, feed off of one another. If the three-point shot's not working, don't rely on it too much. Go after each other and just continue to play within the structure of the offense. And I'm excited about it, man. Now, when it comes to the bench, I think the bench unit is going to be an important piece of this team, this entire series. We need to get Mitchell Robinson coming in off the bench and make his presence be known. Deuce McBride off the bench. OG, Mikal playing defense. Josh Hart setting the tone. We cannot let Kade Cunningham and the young, pesky Detroit Pistons team gain confidence on the road. Because if we let that happen, that's going to be a long afternoon for the Knicks. The Pistons are a good basketball team. They're in the playoffs for a reason. Is Landry Shamet going to continue his sharp shooting? He finished off the season on a hot note, shooting from three. And I think that if that can carry into the playoffs, watch out. That's going to benefit the Knicks a lot. Cat needs to turn into a lion in the playoffs. Facts. Because I'm telling you right now, if all these players on this Knicks basketball team live up to their potential of their names, like Karl-Anthony Towns, all-star. Jalen Brunson, all-star. OG Anunoby, all-NBA first team defensively. Mikal Bridges can really be a big-time piece if he can level up to his potential. Josh Hart, like, the Knicks on paper are the more talented team. We have the most experience on this roster. We have the coach that's more, like, we have everything on paper over the Detroit Pistons. There's no reason why we should not blow them out, but I'm not expecting that. But there is no reason why this Knicks team should not go out there. If they can contain Kade Cunningham, I know that Kade Cunningham is not the only player that we have to worry about with the Pistons. I mean, listen, Tobias Harris, you guys remember what he did last year against the Knicks in the playoffs in Philadelphia? Nada. But he is somebody that can get hot. He's a Long Island native. He can get hot from downtown and cook us for sure. Tim Hardaway Jr., you know, they got players, but we are the better basketball team, and we better go out there and prove that because the whole world will be watching. We have some people counting out the Knicks heading into the playoffs. Let's go shut them up and go out 1-0. You can only worry about the game in front of you. You can only worry about the game in front of you right now. Folks, don't forget to hit the like button because we got Knicks basketball tonight, folks. How are we not hyped up right now? Please, we need energy in the chat right now, folks, because the Knicks playoffs are back, and I'm absolutely super amped up right now, which is why I had to go live for this pregame show. I got this shirt. Was this year's shirt? No, this was actually last year's opening night shirt. This is 2024-2025. They got the black T-shirts tonight for the Knicks fans to wear in the stands. I remember I was at game 1 of the playoffs, their first home playoff game against Atlanta. They had the black shirts as well. Some people are like, why are they wearing black shirts? That's what they always do in their first games or so in the playoffs, man. Now, I want you guys in the chat. Let me know, who do you think the biggest X factor will be for the Knicks in this series? Will it be Karl-Anthony Towns? Will it be OG Anunoby? Will it be Deuce McBride off the bench? Landry Shamet shooting? Mitchell Robinson's rebounding and defense? Who will it be that's going to be the biggest X factor? Obviously, Jalen Brunson is always the X factor. We need him to play his best brand of ball. But who is the guy that's going to step up the most tonight? You guys let me know in the comments right now in the live chat who you are predicting to have a phenomenal playoff series to help this Knicks team go into round number 2. We got Genergy in the chat. Let's go Knicks. Thank you, Genergy. Always supporting me on Jets Media. Now over here on Knicks Media, I do appreciate that big time. I really do appreciate that. I am saying here right now that my X factor for this entire series is going to be Deuce McBride. I think Deuce McBride has had a relatively quiet regular season. Remember in the playoffs last year, he looked phenomenal. I'm looking at Deuce McBride to have a very good playoff series, man, because we need somebody to come in off the bench and provide an impact offensively and defensively, and we know Deuce McBride can do both. We absolutely know that Deuce McBride is capable of doing both. And I'm looking at Deuce because we need somebody like him to level up his game to another level. We need somebody off the bench. The Detroit Pistons, they got a bench. The Knicks right now, that you can argue that's a big weakness of the Knicks, is the bench. Well, I'm here to tell you, Landry Shamet, Deuce McBride, Cameron Payne, Mitchell Robinson. I don't know how tight the rotation is going to go. I don't know if we're going to go to an 8-man rotation. I would hope not. I mean, Landry Shamet's red hot. Cameron Payne, he's hot and cold. But if there was anybody that Thibodeau takes out of the lineup, I guess it would be Cameron Payne. I would be shocked if it's a red hot Landry Shamet that's shooting the ball very well. I hope he keeps a 9-man rotation, man. We want to keep the legs fresh. We want to keep everybody in a rhythm for sure. All right. Also, put OG Gladiator on Kade Cunningham. Yeah, I think OG Anunoby is definitely suit for the challenge to go after Kade Cunningham defensively, 110%. I think that if you're the Knicks, you match up OG on Kade. I absolutely love that. Because Kade is a big guard, man. He's not your typical point guard. Like, he's actually somebody that has size at that position. So I like OG matching up on him. I mean, let's be honest. We cannot have Jalen Brunson on him. Absolutely not. In certain cases, that may happen. We need help. And let's also not play drop coverage on Kade when they go after the pick. So I'm looking at Karl-Anthony Towns when they come and they set the screen on whoever the on-ball defender is on Kade Cunningham. Do not play off coverage. You got to get up to the line because he will shoot the ball from 3. That's what makes Kade dangerous. If you don't go up to the line, then he'll hit that wide open shot. But if you do go up to the 3-point line and try to contest it, he can blow right by you. That's where we need help down low. So it's going to be tough, and I believe that, yeah, this is Kade Cunningham's playoff debut. Right? He was not in the playoffs last year or anything. So I always say that stars are born in the NBA playoffs. And a player like Kade Cunningham, he is definitely a star in the making in the NBA. And the reason why I say in the making is because he hasn't done anything in the playoffs yet because he hasn't been there yet. So this is Kade Cunningham's opportunity to prove who he is in the NBA. And I'm definitely expecting him to have a good series unless he crumbles. Remember the playoff series the Knicks had against Cleveland a few years back? That was an interesting one because the Cavaliers just proved they were not built for the moment yet. The moment was too big for them. That could be the case for Detroit. They're a young team, inexperienced. They don't know what it's like to be in the NBA playoffs, which is why the Knicks have to take full advantage of that and use their experience in the playoffs as a weapon. And the way they do that is by getting off to a very hot start. 110%. Steven in the chat says, OG on Kade, Bridges on Tim Hardaway Jr., Brunson on Thompson, Hart on Harris, Cat on Duren. Yeah, I like that. But you also have to realize it's not one-on-ones defensively with this team. We got to play collectively as a defensive unit. That's how you play defense at a high level as a Knicks team. You got to be able to play on a string, 5 players on defense, honed in together on defense, communicating, double teaming when you need to. Because I think the defense is going to make or break this entire Knicks playoff run. Are they going to be able to zip it up in the clutch? Are they going to be able to get the stops when they need to the most, crash the rebounds, play the P's and Q's, like we all call it? Fundamental basketball, man. Fundamental basketball. We got around 45 minutes until tip-off. Excuse me. Steven says Tibbs going to be under a microscope to me this series. I want to see him not be stubborn and make adjustments. He has had Bridges on Kade all season, and Kade has basically torched us. Good point. Yeah, Mikal Bridges has been matched up on Kade throughout the regular season, and I do expect Bridges to be matched up on him in certain cases, right? But you got to be able to adjust. You got to be able to look at it. And let's be honest, man, everybody will be looking at Tom Thibodeau in this series because if he gets outcoached in this series and, God forbid, lose, I mean, he's on the hot seat, folks. I mean, heading into the series, I think if the Knicks are either lose this series or are uncompetitive against Boston in round 2, Tibbs could be gone. I mean, I think everybody understands that's a real possibility here. I mean, best case scenario, that's not the case. Best case scenario is we beat the Pistons, we go into round 2, and we're competitive and, dare I say, win. But hey, man, I know we got a long way to go before we can even talk about that as a real possibility. Steven also says, Tibbs needs to learn how to make an inbound play that doesn't result in Josh Hart taking the final shot. Also, I want to see more of the Twin Towers lineup. Yeah, that's definitely something to watch out for. Will Thibodeau go to Karl-Anthony Towns and Karl-Anthony Towns? My mic is going in and out. Karl-Anthony Towns and a Mitchell Robinson on the court at the same time. That is something I hope this Knicks team goes after because I think that is a very dangerous lineup that's really hard to match up. Knicks in 5 against Detroit, though, let's be real. That's what the expectation is for me. I mean, I'm expecting the Knicks to go 2-0 at home, Detroit to steal a game at home, the Knicks to be up 3-1 heading into Game 5 and winning that game in 5. That's my expectations. I mean, obviously, it could go 6, it could go 7. I mean, you never know. Playoffs are weird. But I got confidence in this Knicks team, man. Jamal's in the chat, my boy Jamal. Hope you have a nice Easter weekend. Let's go Knicks. They have to protect home court because Detroit is a pesky team of what I've seen from Detroit. New York Knicks in 6. Yeah, I hope it doesn't have to go to 6 personally, but you never know. You never know. I agree. They're a pesky team, and that's why you cannot let them get confidence at all in this series. Punch them in the mouth early. Don't even let them get comfortable. Folks, we're live here on Knicks Media. Don't forget to like the show if you're just tuning in live and subscribe to Knicks Media if you're new. My name is Richie Malora. I go live here on Knicks Media quite often covering all things New York Knicks. And the playoffs are here, folks. The playoffs are here, and I'm really excited. We'll be making a post-game video after the game is wrapped up and doing all types of shows and content here on Knicks Media. So do not forget to subscribe to the channel for all your Knicks coverage here on Knicks Media. I'm excited, man. We only got 10 likes, folks. We can do way better than that. I know Knicks fans are pumped up in the chat. So hit that thumbs up button. Let's get it going, baby. Let's get it going. Please hit the like button for the boy. Steven's in the chat again. Says the Knicks have been going through the motions all season. Got 51 wins. I hope the Knicks were rope-a-doping the top teams this season and will lock in during the playoffs and not show their hand. Yeah, I understand. And listen, there's a huge narrative around the Knicks right now. There is a big narrative that the Knicks cannot beat good teams. Well, the Pistons are one of those teams that the Knicks have proven they can beat. So let's let that narrative hopefully end by going into round 2 and beat the Celtics. But I don't want to, again, get too ahead of myself. We have to worry about what's in front of us first and foremost. But there's literally not an excuse in the world for this Knicks team to lose this series. 110%. This team is built for the playoffs. Facts. And I love how, like, people look back at this Knicks regular season and some people have concerns when the Knicks won 51 games. 51-31, and some people are concerned. I understand why. There's context that needs to be brought up regarding the regular season for the Knicks being 0-10 against great teams and all that stuff. I understand the actual concerns here. But the regular season's done. And what's happened in the regular season is over. And now you have to look forward to the playoffs. And everything that happened in the regular season will be forgotten. Because when the NBA playoffs begin, everybody has a clean slate. It doesn't matter what your record is now. At all. Even the 8th seed has a chance. Right? Even a team that barely had regular season success has a chance to go out there and win some playoff rounds, man. You never know. But I got confidence in my New York Knicks, and you should too, folks. You should too. Everybody in the chat, give me a prediction. Knicks in how many games? I mean, I hope you have the Knicks winning, first of all. That's most important. Playoffs are beginning in 40 minutes. Campaign has horrible juju. Uh-oh. What is that supposed to mean? I'm feeling generous, folks, and I want to give away 5 Knicks Media memberships right now. All right, so I just gave away 5 Knicks Media memberships, baby. So congratulations to Knicks Galaxy, Nelson, Bakreem, Chasing Dreams, and Bob for getting some Knicks Media memberships. And you know what's funny? I got to update the emojis, bro, on my memberships. It's been a while since I updated them because the emojis right now are extremely outdated. There are a lot of former Knicks players. I'm going to update them as we speak right now because we all deserve to have some brand new Knicks emojis for our new members. So shout out to all the people who just got gifted 5 Knicks Media memberships, baby. Let's get into it, man. Who should I put on for our members? The emojis. Jalen Brunson, the captain. OG. Oh, yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun with these emojis. We're going to have a lot of fun with the emojis, man. Tyler Kolek should be getting minutes. Yeah, he should, but he won't. I mean, let's be honest. We all know he ain't getting He ain't getting nothing. He ain't getting nothing, and I think we can all agree with that. Right? As much as we all want that to be the case, it's not going to be. And let's be honest. Is he even ready for it? Big game for Bridges coming. I like that. Do you guys think Bridges has an opportunity to step up big or what? Do you guys feel like our boy, because I'll be honest, man, that's what makes this Knicks team built for the playoffs. You never know who's going to come out here and make their presence be felt right away. And I feel like our boy, Mikal Bridges, has a real opportunity here to show up when it matters the most. Right here, right now. If he has a good game 1, bro, that'll be massive, bro. Because I'm so sick of hearing too much slander to my boy. Too much slander for Mikal Bridges. Not enough appreciation. I get it. He's hot. He's cold. He's there. I get it. I understand why there's a lack of full support for our boy. But I don't know, man. I feel like Bridges deserves the benefit of the doubt here. And I feel like living up to the 5 first-round picks is a lot. It's a lot, bro. That's a lot to ask. So hopefully he can live up to those picks because let's be honest, bro. We traded for Mikal Bridges for this moment, for the NBA playoffs. For the NBA playoffs. That's what we traded you for. So if you want to make your presence be known, you want to be a real Knick, go out there and make your presence be felt immediately. And by the way, Bridges does not need to put up 25, 30 points to prove that, make his presence be known. If he makes impactful plays by rebounding, by playing defense, playing hard, fighting for loose balls, he does not have to score 25 points to be successful. Bridges can get you 18 points and, lock it down on defense and do a lot of great things before, to have a successful game tonight. So you guys let me know what's your level of confidence in the Knicks to come through tonight, and who is your overall thoughts? What's your overall thoughts of this Knicks team? Chasing Dreams in the Philippines says, thank you for the membership. Appreciate you, bro. Knicks in 4 to 5 games. Let's go, Knicks. My pleasure, my friend. It is my pleasure. You deserve to get a nice membership on behalf of Knicks Media, my friend. And I'm updating the emojis right now as we speak because they are out of date. The emojis are out of date for the members, man. OG was cooking towards the end of the season. Yeah, OG, that's a great question. Will OG Anunoby, what type of OG we getting, bro? Because I'm telling you right now, if OG Anunoby plays anything close to the level that he played at towards the end of the season, bro, watch out. Because the Knicks are going to do something crazy in the playoffs. If Jalen Brunson plays the way that he's been playing throughout his entire playoff career in the NBA, and Cat can live up to his potential, and OG starts playing the same way he's been playing recently, the league is finished. The league is done. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm serious, bro. What OG's done to finish off the season was nothing short of magnificent. I absolutely loved it. because he's become a legit 3-level scorer. And I think that is an element to this Knicks basketball team that I don't think the whole NBA world is even aware of yet. You feel me? I don't even think the NBA world is even caught up on the success of OG Anunoby offensively. Because we know what he brings defensively. That's never up for debate. We know what OG Anunoby does as a defensive player for this Knicks team. But offensively, he has been on another level. So you guys let me know, what's your expectations for OG Anunoby in the playoffs? I miss Isaiah Hartenstein. Hey, let's not go there. The Garden will be rocking. You know it. I cannot wait to hear the Garden crowd. Crazy and insane TVs in the chat. Cheers, my brother. Cheers, cheers, cheers. OG and Bridges will be defensive unit no one can stop. Yes, sir. Absolutely, man. I hope. I think that Mitchell Robinson is another interesting player to watch out for in this series because when he was the 2 series he was healthy for, talking about Mitchell Robinson here, he was a big reason why they won those series. Last year against Philadelphia, 2 years ago against Cleveland, or whenever that was. Like, Mitchell Robinson was phenomenal in those series, bro. Absolutely phenomenal in those series. So I'm looking at Mitch, now healthy, having a lot of experience this season, to have a very successful playoff series. Now that he's coming off the bench, we need him to start playing his best brand of basketball right now. And he's not going to play a lot of minutes. I mean, 20 minutes max, maybe more, because you know Tibbs, he's going to definitely rely on this starting 5 as much as he possibly can. But I would not be shocked if, another thing about Mitch, we all want Mitchell Robinson on the court with Cat. Tell me if I'm right. Tell me we all want Mitch on the court with Big Cat, right? We all want that. At least I do. At least I do. The Twin Towers lineup, like some people like to call it. The Twin Towers lineup. Do you guys want the Twin Towers lineup? Because I for sure do. All right. Let's see what the chat's got cooked up, man. Josh Hart is a dog. He fights for everything. He needs to set the tone. Kade has been hooping. Facts, man. I agree. We got to be able to contain him. Love it, Richie. I don't care if we win by 20-10 or even 1. Let's get up and make the statement. Let's go Knicks. That's the energy. That's the energy right there I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Where's the energy, chat? Definitely want Mitch and Cat on the floor together. We need Mitch and... We need that for show. Do you guys think that will be a successful lineup in the playoffs? Now, how many minutes would they be on the court together? Probably not a lot. Right? They won't be on the court a lot together. But I think that is definitely something that if you're Tom Thibodeau, you should rely on. You should rely on Cat and Mitch on the court together a lot. Because they don't really have anybody that could stop that. You feel me? And think of a lineup, a defensive lineup real quick of Josh Hart, Mitchell Robinson, Deuce McBride, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges. So I'm excited. I don't know if I should expect this Knicks team to go out there and just dominate from the gate. I think that's a little too unrealistic, right? A little unrealistic to do that, but I do expect this Knicks team to win convincingly. Now, if it goes down to the stretch and the Knicks win in the clutch, I'm not going to be upset. This is the first time we are fully healthy heading into the playoffs. It's about to be different. Facts, man. And also, if the Knicks somehow lose game 1, let's not hit the panic button either. Just saying. Series is a long 7-game series, bro. 7-game series. So... Listen, I don't want to put that into the world and think that's going to happen here, but I think what the Knicks have in store is something special. Because this Knicks team, like someone in the chat said, they're built for the playoffs. This roster was assembled for the NBA playoffs. And now the NBA playoffs has finally came. It's here, baby. The NBA playoffs is finally here. And it's time to do it. And I feel like this is a good opponent for this Knicks team. It really is. I like the matchup for the Knicks. I think it benefits us because of the whole experience element. I think that's something the Knicks have in favor against them that they don't have. And I think that means a lot. Like, for example, the Miami Heat. Does anybody have the Miami Heat upsetting the Cavs in round 1? Anybody? Probably not, right? That would be crazy. But the reason why I say that is the Heat have all the playoff experience in the world. The Cavs, they have playoff experience, but not successful. Now, I'm not going to come out here and say that's going to happen. The Cavs will win that series. The Cavs will win that series, but I don't know. Can you imagine? And I hate the Heat, too. It's not like I'm rooting for the Heat in that series. But you guys let me know. Who do you guys got in the other series around? Imagine the Magic beat the Celtics. Yeah, I mean, that would be awesome, too. Don't see that happening. Like, there's going to be upsets in the NBA playoffs. I just hope it's not the Knicks suffering the upset, right? Come on now. I just hope it's not. Right? I hope that's not the case. I hope that's not the case. But you guys let me know right now in the chat how we're feeling, Knicks fans, because there's a lot of hype around this Knicks team, and I feel like this regular season kind of, I don't know, man. I don't know how to put it into words. It kind of affected this Knicks fan base. A little bit. Just a little. I don't know if Knicks fans have all the confidence in the world heading into the playoffs. They better. Come on now. Would you imagine finals Wolves versus Knicks? Talk about ratings. Talk about ratings, bro. That will bring the ratings through the roof if that was the case. Again, I don't see that happening. Because the Knicks would not be taking on the Wolves. We'll be taking on someone else. Just kidding, bro. I'm excited, man. All right, so all of the new members, we have brand new emojis. Let's see if they're updated. Let me see if they're updated. Yep, they're in. We have brand new emojis live for my brand new members. We got Jalen Brunson emoji, Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Mitchell Robinson, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, and the Knicks Media logo. So anybody that wants to become a member, these are the emojis you can use. Let's get it. Let's get it. They're finally live. Finally live. Let's do it. A lot of haters on this Knicks team. Shaq, Haslam, Draymond, Gilbert Arenas, and his whole crew. Yeah, I mean, let them hate, bro. Let them. I don't want the whole world to have the Knicks back. I want to become the villain. I want to be counted out. I don't know about you guys, but I think that benefits the Knicks a little bit. Being counted out. Being doubted. Feel me? Let's do it. All right, folks, we're going to wrap it up here. Knicks playoffs tips off in 20 minutes, 25, 30 minutes or so. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel for all the content throughout the playoffs here on Knicks Media. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go, Knicks. Love you guys so much, and cheers to everybody in the chat. Let's hope that this Knicks team can come out with the playoff dub tonight against the Detroit Pistons. I got a lot of optimism heading into the playoffs for this Knicks team. You should too as a Knicks fan. Let's hope they bring it all home. Salute to the Knicks faithful in the chat. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys that's been tuning into Knicks Media all season long. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out and enjoy the rest of your day, baby. Let's go, Knicks. Peace out, folks.